Way to go, Ben.
Welcome, everybody, to the 5:30 p.m. special city council meeting of January 7th, 2020. First time I've said that out loud, sorry. Let the roll call reflect that all council members are present. First item on our agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance. I've asked Vice Chair Jaberka to lead us through that.
Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please consider joining us for a moment of silence. Thank you. First item on our agenda this evening is the administration of the oath of office for newly elected Mayor Michael P. Caldwell. Our recorder, Tracy Hansen, is here tonight to help us.
If you raise your right hand and repeat after me, I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
the Constitution of the State of Utah,
that I will discharge the duties
that I'll discharge the duties
of my office with fidelity.
of my office with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We welcome comments from our newly elected mayor.
Sure, I have a few. I want to, first of all, thank a lot of people in this room that have been so supportive over the last number of years. It's interesting, we were kind of doing a tick list for some of the media accolades we've had over the last year, and we've had over 15 recognitions in national media, a couple of which are most charitable city in America. So we went from second to first place. We jumped up one there, rated as one of the top 10 boom towns in America, one of the 25 coolest towns in America for 2019. Continued on Forbes' list as one of the best places for business and careers, and my personal favorite, one of the best places in America to raise a family. And this has been a long effort by a lot of different people that have been here. Those of you that grew up here, I can remember driving down 25th Street and rolling up the window and locking the door jamb and getting through there as quick as you could. It's changed dramatically. And when I think about all of the people that work here for the city and that work just in the city in general, it's really a testament to them. Over the holidays, reflected a lot on those that were driving snowplows all day on Thanksgiving while we were home having dinner with our families. I think about all the public safety people that spend nights, weekends, and other things in extreme conditions and environments, all our engineers and people that do amazingly difficult work. Nobody in these jobs, as we all know, has all of that technical ability to go in and do that. And I think where the city is today is a great testament to the people that have worked for and continue to work for the city. You all as a council have been really supportive of a lot of those efforts as well, and I really do appreciate that. We do have an amazing team here, and as we go into this new year, one of the reasons I chose to run again was to support the employees that have given so much to this community, and we'll continue to do that, and it's been a great honor of mine to be in a position to do that. But lastly, I want to thank my family, a lot of whom are here, my smiling mom and dad at the front, Chloe at the back. Katrina's actually hardworking. Katrina is traveling in Minneapolis and feels bad that she couldn't get here, but I'm so lucky to have all of you in my life and all the friends that I have in my life, and there's no way with all the stress and the long hours and everything else that goes on in this job that I'd be able to do that with if it wasn't for such amazing support and love at home. So thank you all very much, and I look forward to working with almost all of you for the next handful of years. I think we have great things ahead when I think about projects like the BRT and some of the downtown housing and everything else, the Make Ogden project we've been working really hard on. bright days are ahead, and so I look forward to that. And I've appreciated the friendship and partnership that we've had as we work together as an administration and a council. We don't always agree, but we can do it in ways that are constructive. And I think that we've set a good tone and a good example for how we want to treat each other with respect in our community. So thank you all. Appreciate all the friends and family that are here again, and we look forward to a robust 4 years.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. Congratulations. Next item on our agenda is the administration of the oath of office for newly elected council members Richard A. Heyer, Luis Lopez, and Ben Dodalski. That's me. That's awkward. I know you've been working on that one. Sign that. Oh, that's just yours. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
If you would please stand, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and that I will discharge the duties
that I will discharge the duties
of my office with fidelity.
of my office with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Tracy. We'll follow up with comments from newly elected council members. We'll start with Council Member Heyer.
Thank you, Chair Nadolskis. It's been a real pleasure to have served the citizens of Ogden for the past 8 years. 16 years prior to that, I was on the Planning Commission, and I have grown to love Ogden inside and out. I was born in the park up on Harrison between Capitol and 24th Street. It was a hospital then, but that's where I was born, and have lived almost my entire life here. I moved away for a short time, but couldn't wait to get back. It has been a place that I don't ever want to leave. I love Ogden. The years of service have been very rewarding to me. They're certainly some of the things that I hold the nearest and dearest. Working with planning commissioners, council members, and the administration have been some of the people that I treasure the relationships with the most. Next, of course, to my family, and I want to thank my good wife who is here to support me tonight. She enables me to do this kind of work, and I dearly love her and appreciate her for the efforts that she does to enable me to do this. She is she works long and hard and quietly with a smile. I couldn't be luckier or happier to have found her. I look forward to the next 4 years. I echo the comments that the mayor had. Working with the staff of the city is rewarding. It's phenomenal to meet with these people, to see the expertise that they have, and the knowledge that is in this administrative staff is just remarkable. Ogden is fortunate to have so many good people working for us. I really appreciate personally those grocery store meetings when you run into some citizens that want to talk to you about something, or at church, or wherever else I might be. Those are where democracy happens. That's where it really works, is when you're meeting one-on-one with someone. I am not the kind of guy that ducks and runs when those things happen. I really do love them whether they're people are happy or whether they're unhappy. I am happy to get that input. So anybody that's listening that sees me, please come and say hello and tell me what you like or what you don't like about Ogden, that I can be a positive influence in helping to correct. Thank you all again for the support. I appreciate being voted in again. This campaign was one of the hardest ones yet. But anyway, thank you again. Appreciate it.
Councilmember Lopez.
Thank you, Chair. Those encounters happen everywhere, even at the swimming pools at Ben Lomond and Ogden High and everywhere. So, and they are fun. I don't have prepared remarks, so my comments will be very short. I was hearing Councilmember Heyer speaking, telling his story about being born in Ogden, and I am an immigrant. I was born in Mexico. I was born in the city of Guadalajara, and I came here when I was 19 years old, and I didn't speak English when I came here. And I share the joy when I hear you say, when I hear everybody says they love Ogden and this is their home, and for me that's how I feel. It's a great joy to be here. I became a U.S. citizen in 2008. My extended family is going through the process of becoming U.S. citizens now. My sister-in-law just became a U.S. citizen about 3 weeks ago. My niece about 2 weeks ago. My nephew just got his letter. And so sitting in this chair and having been elected to this office is the greatest honor ever in my life, ever. And that's what I tell people when I go and tell anyone, when I go talk about the story about what I do. I just say that. I said it's just such an incredible honor to serve in public office. Although sometimes it gets a little hard, but that's part of the job. So I just want to say thank you to everyone. I really want to say thank you to everyone that is here. I want to say thank you to the people that might be watching. I want to say big thank you to the people that come and talk to us here. That's one of the things I like the most. And I want to say thank you to all our Ogden City employees. I've had many really nice interactions and experiences with many of our staff. Recently with the police department, helping my family in something that happened with my daughter. It's not that big of a deal, but we need their help, and they're just been pouring their heart out to support my family. Had an interaction with Jared from planning yesterday, and such an amazing person. So I just want to say thank you to everybody, and I want to say thank you to you, to my colleagues. Thank you for your support, and I look forward to another 4 years. I appreciate it.
Those comments will be difficult to top, so I won't try. But other than to add that Councilmember Lopez is being modest in the journey that brought you here. So those were valuable remarks. Appreciate that. I didn't prepare remarks. I do have a few thoughts that I just wanted to share. And so if it doesn't come out right, I apologize now. But it was a hard decision to decide whether to serve for another 4 years or not. And I want people to know that in the world that we are living in right now, with just the caustic tone of politics in the world right now, I want to remind everybody that that's just not how it is here, and that's not how it should be here. And that, like the mayor said, we might not always agree on everything, and we don't. We have disagreements, and we've had them very publicly at times, but I want people to know that we do all agree that the people that are sitting in these positions And the people who serve this city day to day in the administrative ranks and in the council offices are here because we love the work that we do. And that is a universal truth. The people that are serving this city love this city. And there is no other reason why they are here. And that is 100% the case. And I just want to thank all of you for being those kinds of people, for being those kinds of servant leaders for Ogden. And that's why I chose to serve 4 more years and to run for another 4 years. And I'm proud to have been reelected. It was, there just come times where we're each asked to give more than our families and our health, and sometimes our professions can afford to give. And every single one of you guys does it. I see you guys do it time and time again, and I thank you for giving that much. And I thank the people in Ogden for giving us this opportunity to do that. But the place where we serve from is the same place where you come from, and it comes from a place of love for Ogden. So I'm very honored to do it, and I'm very honored by the relationships I have with all of you and for the professionalism that we all share together. And I'll always be thankful for that, because those relationships and those interactions with all of you guys make me a better person. So thank you for helping me grow. I look forward to 4 more years of growth, not only for me and for us, but for Ogden. So. Comments from other council members?
I'm happy to comment.
Please.
I'm on. I apologize. I just wanted to say thank you to all of you for running again, or running at all. I know that can be really challenging, and I just admire and respect you all, and I've learned quite a lot from you in the time I've been here, so I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Chair, I'll just make a few comments there. I want to congratulate the mayor and Louise and Ben and Rich on the accomplishments that you have achieved. Even though you didn't have an opponent, but still you had to outline your agenda and what you actually support and believe in and what you stand for. And I think that's a great achievement. Several weeks ago, on December 17th, Mark noted that this was the end of a decade of meetings. And when I got home, I says, well, let's see. I think I've attended most of those decades of meetings. But we're now starting January 7th in a new decade. New horizons, new perspectives, new challenges. And it's up to us to do those things that will benefit those who live here. I think that's the main ingredient that all of you have. The mayor leads us in the direction that how can I make Ogden better? I think that's the underline and the bottom line that he looks at. How can I improve our individual who walks up Washington Boulevard? How can I improve his life? And I think that impermeates into our understanding of what we try to do as a council. My wife relates a story, and I don't want to embarrass Rich, but she used to babysit Rich, and we won't go into that and of what she had to do when she babysit Rich. But Rich and I go back a long, long way. In fact, we won't say how long, but we do go back quite a ways. But traveling here with Rich, we actually solve a lot of your problems. You may not hear them and may not understand the solutions or even hear the solutions, but Rich and I, we've solved many of the problems that is encountered here in Ogden.
You better tell them why we travel together.
Because we don't want to spend more money on gas. That's why we do that. I think each one of you add a great deal of diversity to our council, and that's what I enjoy. You give us the knowledge and your insight to things that we need to consider. And I think that's the aspects that we're looking at. I enjoy Ben and his leadership. I think you've done well in that capacity and leading the council in your capacities. And we can just feel at least I can feel the compassion that you have to serve not only your fellow man, but council members, but also the citizens of this city. And, you know, I attended the inauguration of the president of Weber State, and up on the screen there was Luis Lopez picture. And in that, he gave advice to the president of Weber State. And one of the things he says, do not forget those who are downtrodden, who have a hard time in this life. And I think, Louise, you bring that to our council. Also, your accomplishments. I don't think I could do what you did, but I think it's an example that if we have a focus and an agenda and we work hard, we can achieve those things that we have within our sights. And so I'm looking forward to working together to find what we can do, what is best for Ogden, and what will benefit our citizens of those who work, play, and live here in Ogden. Now is the time to roll up our sleeves and do those things that were required. And that's what I'm looking forward in working with my fellow council members.
Thank you, Doug. Thanks. Anybody else? No, you're not required.
Sure. I just have a quick comment. You know, you can't choose your family. You know, you're born into it. And sometimes I feel like the seven of us are like family because we laugh together, we cry together, we get frustrated at each other. Sometimes we take our ball home and don't let it back into the sandbox very often. But at the end of the day, I think we come around and we know that we're family in a different way. And so each and every one of you bring a different piece to the table, and I appreciate each and every one of your pieces. So thanks for helping make the puzzle great.
Thanks, Marcia.
Thank you.
I'll say something quick. The list that the mayor read about the accolades that Ogden has received is very impressive, and it's like he said earlier, was the byproduct of a lot of work of a lot of people. And I just want to say I'm grateful to be a small part of that. I don't believe that any one person can take full credit for those accolades, and I don't think that anyone that has ties to our city didn't play a role in that either. So we all, it's neat to be able to work together and to see that works moving forward and moving in a positive direction. And I believe that the fact that you guys did run against the people that you did or did not run against shows that. I know the first time I ran, there were 7 people seeking that seat. And I believe that Ogden is moving in a great direction. And I believe people are thankful for the direction that the city's moving in. And like Councilmember Stevens said, it's sometimes the building of a project is the easy part. It's the maintaining and the continuing on that's the tough part. So we do have work ahead of us. But I just echo what Councilmember White mentioned. I am honored and thankful to be able to work alongside of each and every one of you and the mayor and the administration. And every day I am in awe of your individual talents and the way that you bring those talents to the betterment of our group and our community. And I can attest to everyone here that is here in this room or listening, however it may be, that you all are very, very dedicated and talented people. And it's an honor to watch you take tasks and complete those tasks and solve and resolve problems and find ways to make the most happen out of our limited resources. And I am excited about the direction that we're going and the opportunities that this direction or this path has for our city. And I just want to thank you all for staying on and doing this again. So thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Bart. So for closing remarks from the chair, I'll just thank all the family, the friends that are here. We have planning commissioners that are in the crowd. We have international visitors with us this evening. We have a lot of community leaders and people who have given a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to this community in a lot of different ways. And I see smiles on their face for the support for all of us, so appreciate you being here. We're also joined tonight by Matt Anderson from Senator Romney's office. Y'all might remember Matt when Senator Romney was elected. He came and introduced himself, and we've seen him from time to time in his role as he has supported us in our efforts here. And so thank you for being here too. Matt has told me before the meeting and wishes for me to tell all of you that he wishes all of us the best, and that like every day before today, he's here to help and here to help us serve. So appreciate that, Matt. And he regrets that he has to run off, but he wants to go and give the same support to other local community leaders who are newly reelected as well. So thank you, Matt, for being here, and please pass along our appreciation to the rest of your office. And finally, I'll just close my remarks by saying that I liked Marcia's comparison to a family. I just hope that as the youngest of 5, including 4 boys, that y'all don't take out your frustration on me the way my brothers and my sister did when I was young.
We've had training.
Yeah. I don't think any of them beat me up as much as my sister did, though. Okay. Thank you all for being here. We have a lot of additional business on our plates tonight, but I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Second.
We have a motion by Councilmember Heyer, second from Councilmember Lopez to adjourn from this special city council meeting. This is a voice vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned, and we'll reconvene in our city council meeting to follow.